People, what's going on, everybody? Cherokee County, Big Matt Diamond Dean is in the house. We kind of snuck up on us, didn't it? We were going over some stuff here with Spotify and Applecast. Welcome, everybody. Today, of course, we'll have local news. We talk about softball, baseball. We got, of course, the college games.
Yes.
Duke went down. Coach K had a fantastic career. We got some NFL news, a little bit of stuff to talk about, some trade agreements and whatnot. I've got a list of some QBs to be looking for.
This year in college.
This year in college, maybe not the household names. And I have a few scheduled games for college stuff. And,
Man, no,
of course,
wild action.
We're going to talk about we'll get into the finals game. Play North Carolina playing Kansas. I still got Kansas. I'm going to hang with them. That's who I had my bracket.
I think that's a good pick.
So that's kind of it. And, guys, if you enjoy what you see here today, it's very easy. Dean, what do they got to do?
All they got to do is hit the subscribe button.
Or you could prescribe to it.
Prescribe to it.
Because we are the medicine that you needed.
Yeah.
And we're not bad medicine.
No, that works good. We're not being recalled, are we?
No, we ain't going to be canceled. We got WrestleMania stuff playing on TV a little bit. I'm a wrestling fan. Dean, kind of, sort of. He knows.
I know some of it.
What it is. He know. I used to follow it very religiously back in my younger days.
I think I didn't watch it because Mom and Dad did.
Yeah, right.
But then a lot of those kids that I grew up with, their parents did.
Yes.
And so it was just on. Eddie never watched it. But every now and then we watch old TBS.
Oh, yeah, I always was a fan of Ric Flair and Sting and all that stuff. Now, our cover picture for the show, I used the Will Smith pimp slap on Chris Rock. Comments on that for me is just I think that Will Smith is in a precarious situation personally, and I don't think that Chris Rock's comments are why he slapped Chris. I think so. He was lashing out because of a lot of things that he has going on in his life right now, and a lot of things he has going on.
Right.
I think it's unfortunate. Now, this is my personal opinion. I think it's unfortunate that happened, and definitely to be in prayer for Will Smith and his family, because they're going through a lot of bad stuff. And I hate that Packer, black guy producer, done a fantastic job of set this whole night up. The first night, the black guy's going to run this thing. And it's really a historic piece for the black community. I mean, is it not?
Yes, definitely.
I mean, it's a huge deal. And all that got overshadowed because Will Smith was being selfish. So that's my take on it, and I hate it for the community.
Yeah, I hadn't even heard who won.
I hate it. I mean, the community has all this stuff, and you get something laid out there, and it's a layup. And Will Smith just comes there and burns the house down. Nobody even knows who won the other awards or nothing.
No, I'd say that. I know he won something.
So that's my take on it. That's my take.
Well, of course, obviously, we're not going to get deep into that. I thought it was a joke at first.
I did too.
But apparently not.
No.
I think it would have come out by now.
Well, so that's kind of our take on that. I mean, everybody's talking about it, so I guess we could give our...
Yeah, we just give our opinion. We're not going to get no deep subject. I don't know. I kind of stay away from it.
Yeah, because I don't want to say I don't care, but I think it's unfortunate that Packer put all this out and things were put in his hand for the community, for the black community to be in charge. And then you do this?
Yeah.
He didn't get invited last year and he's going to protest it. Then he gets invited for winning it. And now he's quit. He quit the movie business. I'm out of here,
Oh, I didn't know he did not go last year because he thought he should have won an award.
And he probably should have. Now, honestly, if you want if we'll get into deeper intake on it, Will Smith's movies, dude.
Pretty good. He's a good actor.
The one when he's raising a little boy, true story about
that's great. Pursuit of Happiness.
That, if he should have won everything.
That was great.
That was a fantastic movie.
Concussion's good, too.
So I ain't seen it because I can't get in that concussion stuff.
I mean, it really is. I didn't think I would like it either.
But that, and also... Independence Day, those are good movies. Bad Boys, those are great movies. All the Men in Black movies. I mean,
I think The Pursuit of Happiness is his best work. And then Ali, maybe.
The other one where he's in the zombie land with the
zombie robot.
That iRobot's a good one.
iRobot.
I don't think he's really done
Legend.
He's not. I think he's really done a bad movie.
No.
I hate this. I mean, he's the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah.
I think he should have won a lot of other awards.
Well, they'll forget about it in time, but it's going to take a while. He's going to be on the. Now he's got to have a redemption story now. Well, I mean, he's got to come back from this better. Like, help Chris Rock, though, I would think.
Well, his ticket prices, Dean, went from like $50 a seat to $400 a seat because he went on in Boston like a day or two later. So,
yeah,
that changed that up, didn't it?
Yeah, that was. I just thought that it was a setup.
It kind of looked that way, but it is what it is, and I hate it for all involved.
I just thought it was. I thought, this is fake.
You just got to pray for Will, man. He's dealing with a lot of stuff, wife issues, and
I don't know.
It seemed like he was he's defending, like he's trying to defend her honor, like, hey, she stepped out on me, but I still love her. He's trying so hard, it seems, to be a good husband, and she just don't care. Because she has embarrassed him publicly. I mean, I
don't know that story. I've heard it, but what? She have an affair?
Yeah, she had made fun of his sex life and what he done for her and those kind of things. And I'm like, man, she just cut him down.
Yeah,
on TV.
Yeah,
he cut a guy's manhood, dude. And I think he's a good guy. And I think he wants to be a good guy so bad. And he seemed like he's fighting for his marriage, and she's not.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just got to walk away, Will. Just leave it.
Yeah, that's what's been suggested for him for a while. And she gets a lot of blame for all this.
Yeah, she's brought it a lot on herself.
I'm talking about for what happened.
Yeah, well, just
the other night.
And supposedly Rock didn't know that she had alopecia. I didn't know. I mean, what I know.
He just thought she shaved her head.
Yeah, which, dude.
Women do. I mean.
Yes. I think she looks beautiful bald headed. Just to be real honest, is she not a pretty woman?
Yeah, pretty.
Most women can't pull the bald head off. She pulls it off great. Didn't Demi Moore pull it off great?
Yeah.
And when I first heard him say it, Dean, I thought it as not being kind of funny. I kind of laughed. I was like, yeah. But then, like 2 seconds later, I thought it was more of a comment because I know G.I. Jane. I've seen it 2 or 3 times. Demi Moore was a kick butt in that movie.
Yeah.
Dude, she put up with all that man stuff, and they just nearly tore her apart and raped her and beat her up. I mean, beat her up. And she made it through that.
Right.
She's tough. So to kind of compare her to her, I thought was more of a, hey, and he said, I love you very much, Jada. Can't wait for G.I. Jane too.
Right.
You're tough. She can make it through. I don't know.
I
didn't see it that way.
I could see more. Maybe if she'd had chemotherapy, it would have been way out of line.
No, absolutely. Yes, you're exactly right.
And
but just seeing her head shaved.
Yeah, I don't know. That's going to bring, well, she got to know when you do that, that's going to bring, and I know she didn't had to do it, or she needed to do it, but, remember how they used to give Sinead O'Connor a hard time.
And she just did it for
it's going to bring you a hard time if you're doing it just to.
Political reasons why
unless you're getting killed.
O'Connor was a thing, wasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I hear all the time about how bald I am or how bald I'm going.
Yeah. And it's different for women because their hair is their crown.
Yeah.
I understand. But I think it's Will overacting. He selfishly took away the night from a lot of other people and a lot of other moving parts. Packer, especially, he ought to slap Will.
Yeah.
It's like, man, we got our chance tonight. I mean, as a black community, we're going to host the Oscars. And you go up there and just act a fool. So, anyway, then you got some.
I'm sorry. We got somebody. Okay. They said they like the double camera thing.
Oh, really? Okay. It's just something I'm trying to, make we'll make it interesting. We're trying to go YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. I think we do a good show.
Yeah, I think so.
We have some great shows. We have a great show sometimes.
Yeah.
But I think we bring it every week. We bring local news. We bring college news.
Misinformation. I don't know if we've had any misinformation.
And we don't know everything, and we're going to mess up sometimes. But guess what, guys? That is part of shooting live.
Yeah.
When you shoot live, hey, Matt, where's his hometown?
Oh, yeah. Have you not seen Talladega Nights?
I don't know.
When Ricky Bobby, the hands, he kept putting his, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with my hand.
Yes.
We're just going to do the show like this from now on.
That's part of doing live, and it's just, we do mess up, but we do appreciate everybody that watches. We've been doing this going on into our 3rd season. This is going to be amazing summer. We got a lot of cool things coming. Media days for the summer. They'll be coming probably in June. I think I'm going to try to put that together and try to get that probably in May. I'm going to start trying to get coaches together. So we're going to do that again.
This is our third season.
Yeah. This will be our second. This winter
it's been
will
over
be
2 years.
This winter will be our
years.
Yes. It's kind of weird, ain't it?
Yeah.
We was picking bowls in a conference room in there in the church.
Yeah. On a Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, just MP3 players, and we was on Shane's radio, internet radio station. But we just kept doing it, and we're going to keep doing it. We enjoy doing it for the county, and we get to go out to the games and see the people and talk to the kids, and we've known everybody. And
there wasn't a lot going on last week, though, right?
No, spring break. There were some tournaments, and I do got plenty of news about some tournaments played and a few games this week. I went out to Center the other day and watched Piedmont.
Yeah.
Play Center.
Pretty good.
Piedmont is really good. I mean,
all three sports.
Look, Jack Hayes.
Yeah. He's good at baseball too.
What do you think? I mean, are you kidding? I mean, and Steve's other boy, Sloan. I mean, he's a younger guy on the team, but I think he hit the ball probably 3 out of 4 times he batted. Mm-hmm. And then Estes.
Oh, I figured Estes was good,
dude.
I figured still a lot of bases,
bro.
Who's their coach? Is it Blanchard?
No,
it's not.
I didn't know that he come over there on the third base line and talked to Coach Smith a good bit. I don't know. I didn't know his face. I've seen him around some.
Yeah.
I think I know him from some rec days when he was doing some stuff, but I'm not sure if that's him.
Smith does not help, right?
No, he was on the other side of the fence, just being a fan. I hollered at him when he was leaving. Hey, how you doing?
I know Blanchard coached him for a while, but I didn't know who their new coach was, or if they had a new coach. I didn't know.
It just got away from everywhere. Center hit the ball, they hit it to somebody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they make contact.
You just have games like that. When they hit it, it went to somebody, and Piedmont put it right where nobody was. Mm-hmm. It just got away from Cherokee County.
There wasn't a lot of errors or anything like that.
No.
You said the errors had gone way down in high school baseball.
It has. Right? I don't know. Whatever y'all doing, coaches,
keep doing it.
Y'all are killing it this year. Just
hands off. Got beat 15-0 one day, and they didn't make an error.
I know. Yeah,
Chattooga, wasn't it?
Sandrock girls did it one time. Yes, the Cedar Bluff Chattooga game. Like,
not one error.
How do you do that? I don't.
They're either fielding good, or these kids are just have learned where to hit the ball. I mean,
the growth of the sport.
I guess I don't know. I mean, 15 runs and you didn't make an error. Not one error.
I don't know of a team when we played. We was younger and not making errors. We always.
I mean, they make errors in a pro game.
Yeah, it happens.
Not many.
No. Like I said, we got NFL, a little bit of news, college quarterback stuff. Dean's got college basketball, NIT news, and a little NBA lineup stuff.
Standing.
Yeah. Hit us with NIT first. What's going on in NIT? I know A&M made a run, and we're protesting that. We think that
they should have been in.
Why was they not in, Dean?
Well, they said that
because their record.
They come on too late.
Well,
Alabama.
So did North Carolina.
Yeah, definitely North Carolina. Definitely did.
So did North Carolina.
Yeah, North Carolina come in the tournament with 9 losses, but A&M 12. I don't know what their reason was, but that was the biggest snub, and they proved why. They finished 27-13, Matt, and they lost to Xavier.
Last second play.
Oh, yeah. Did you see it?
Yes, unfortunately.
He kind of turned around and threw up a hook shot and banked it in with 3 seconds left.
Like something we hit down there at the asphalt.
Yeah, it was just something crazy. And they won. A&M finished 27-13, but to get there, A&M beat Washington State. Xavier beat St. Bonaventure, and they also beat Vandy. Just barely beat Vandy. Vandy ended up having a good year.
Vandy, they made it to the...
They won 19, lead 8 of
yes,
that.
Right, yes.
Yeah. And so congrats to A&M. Good year. They had a good year. 27-13, but Xavier's your NIT champs. 73-72. And, A&M got a good look and got a good 3 off, but it was short, I mean, it didn't fall.
Yes.
But 27 wins? Heck, that may be the most in the Southeastern Conference. Now, Auburn still probably had. Kentucky won 26.
Yeah, I don't know.
And Arkansas probably won 27, I'm sure. They had a pretty good year.
I don't know. I'm not going to ask you the question again because you don't know. That just bothers me. How could you not have them in there?
I don't. They said there was too many SEC teams, is what I
Well,
heard.
dump Bama.
Well,
Now, this is coming
Alabama
from
knocked them out of going. Alabama did not have a great year, but they had beat Gonzaga, Baylor, and Houston.
I'm a Bama fan.
And Arkansas.
And, geez, man, I mean, I'd have rather seen Bama go in. That's just me.
Bama beat two teams that made the Elite Eight.
Wow, they had a good bench. That's all that happened that night.
Yeah, they did. Alabama
my God, he'd see him in the back with a cheer.
That'll never happen. That's unfair.
No Kofi Kingston and
these are funny.
There's that Sheamus. Yeah, Sheamus. I like him. He was in the Ninja Turtles movie. He played one of the monsters or something. They just tearing that 4-wheeler all to pieces. I mean,
that looks fun, though, doesn't
it? Okay. Well, that's NIT stuff, and let's see. We'll talk about.
Did you want to get on into the local stuff first?
Yeah. I'll do NFL stuff.
Okay.
I just got a little bit of stuff.
Okay.
Breaking news on Tampa Bay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What about that?
I thought it was kind of odd.
Do you think Brady had something to do with some of that?
I don't know. Why would they not get along? Somebody said they don't get along.
Supposedly.
Why wouldn't they get along?
I'm trying to say it right. Supposedly, he really micromanages a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron's does.
Yeah.
And Tom likes to have a little more freedom on himself because he is Tom Brady. Right. And we all know he can read a defense, and he kind of has a good idea of what's going on, right? Mm-hmm. And that's just rumors, which that don't mean it's true. That's from a field reporter, I've read from down there. Right. He microed a little too much.
Huh? It's on Todd Bowles at the coach.
Yes.
The defensive coordinator.
Yes, I think he'll do a good job too. Was he offense or defense? I don't know.
Defense. Okay. What I find weird is ESPN has been reporting that, you know what they've been reporting, that more minorities need to be put on the offensive side of the ball because that's who gets head jobs. So the same week that goes on, Todd Bowles, who's the defensive coordinator, gets hired. I don't know. Kind of ironic.
Yeah. Did you know Bruce was running back coach for Bear Bryant? I think we talked about that.
1 year, right?
Yeah. I think we'd said something about that one time. So that's kind of the deal with that. And I don't know. It's kind of interesting. Talking about the tryouts and stuff.
I thought it was weird. I'm not going to lie.
WrestleMania held a college tryouts there at Jerry World at Cowboy Stadium at WrestleMania when it started up yesterday.
It's at Jerry World? Mm. Wow. I got to see that sometime.
About 80,000 people were there last night. There's awesome. 80,000 there today. Packed out.
WrestleMania.
Yeah. Who's that? Oh, that's old JB
Kofi Kingston. I've seen two guys named Kofi in the last 2 weeks. I've never heard that name before, and now I've heard it twice in 2 weeks.
Other news in the NFL, Green Bay's Devontae Adams out at Green Bay.
Yeah, I saw that. That's odd.
How do you replace an 8,000-yard guy?
He gained 8,000 career yards.
73 touchdowns, 5-time Pro Bowler.
I think, why they got rid of him? I think that's the only person that pretty much Rodgers was throwing to. I mean, not literally. Y'all know what I mean, but most of the time. So, I don't know. Some of that stuff seems to be a slap in his face. I'm telling you.
It may be personal.
I don't think they're crazy about it.
I don't think they have been in a long time. I don't think they have been.
So they re-signed him and then got rid of his favorite receiver.
Yeah,
it's just almost like you're not going to win here, dude.
It's ironic what they're doing to him.
I'm talking about.
It is.
I don't mean, yes, they're going to win games, but it's like you're not going to win this contest with us.
We'll show you who's in charge.
Kind of like what's going on in Florida right now. DeSantis come out yesterday and said, Disney, you can do whatever you want. You're not going to win. We're going to win.
Oh, yeah. You're talking about want to teach kids about transgender people?
At 5, 6, and 7.
That's ridiculous. That's absolutely absurd. Kids need to be colored and playing in the dirt and getting dirty riding their bicycles. Oh.
And he pretty much said it. Him and his spokesman, Sabatini, you're not going to win. I tell you what, we'll just take you off all these, these extras, all this special treatment you get. We'll start governing you.
And if you'd like to stay away from that kind of stuff, the
I had
ESP,
mentioned something.
yeah, the ESPN hype, and if you'd like to stay away from that, you don't agree, podcast listeners, YouTube listeners, we're an unrehearsed show, and we do our own thing, and we don't push our ideas or politics. We don't do politics. Our ideas on people, and ESPN is owned by these people.
Oh man, they're awful.
So
I despise them every day I look at them.
I mean, it's hard for me. I'm just not crazy about watching ESPN.
Nah.
It bothers me. I think about it. Maybe it's just dumb, and maybe I'm
just a bunch of griping and complaining.
Yeah, but they support a lot of weird stuff, man. It's just strange. Like, I don't care if you side on whatever you side on, left. I'm not talking. I'm just talking about as a human.
And well, I can say this because there's nothing wrong with saying this. They focused a lot on this African American coach from St. Peter's, but they didn't on the guy from North Carolina. They don't say nothing about it.
Yeah,
but this guy from St. Peter's is just constant.
It don't make sense.
When they play, they show him 100 times a game.
It don't make sense.
They don't show Hubert Davis any. And he's going to the national championship. I don't know. There's more to that.
And there's greater, better black coaches that's coached for years that were Hall of Fame. I mean, anyway.
I don't know. They're weird. I think they're.
It's like they pick and choose why you do it. I don't know why.
It's probably because he coached a team that wasn't supposed to
be good. That's probably all it is.
But golly, I mean, it was ridiculous how much more the media propped him up than everybody else. Even Coach K, who's done.
Yeah.
You know. But all right, go ahead.
Saints, Malcolm Jenkins. He is retiring, 13 years, 34 years old, played Ohio State in 09. Three-time pro.
Now retiring?
Three-time Pro Bowler, he's Super Bowl champ. He has not missed a game since 2013. He has some kind of record for like some of the
Who did he play for this past year?
I guess he's at the Saints.
Huh.
That's kind of what he's been doing.
Wow.
So that's kind of the deal with
pretty big deal, isn't it?
Him retiring, 34-year-old. He won a Super Bowl. Where did he win a Super Bowl?
Malcolm Jenkins.
He didn't win it at
Giants, maybe. He might have won it there when they won it. It's been 10 years since they won it.
Yeah, I don't think he was there then. But anyway, he's retiring too. That's just some NFL news. Here's some strange news. I just found this out and I added this yesterday. T.O. is back on the football field.
Oh, all right.
He will be playing the Canadian football.
Wow.
He will be catching the ball at the Zappers, where the fans call the plays this league.
Yeah.
And his quarterback will be Johnny Manziel.
Now, what is this?
It's the Canadian arena type football stuff.
I'd like to see Johnny Manziel make it. Honestly, I would.
Yeah.
In some kind of league.
I like, hold on, let me turn the fan.
One of the most exciting college football players we've ever saw.
How could you not like Johnny Manziel? As a person, he was kind of
I kind of root for him.
He was kind of a dweeb, I guess, but kind of probably, honestly, if I'd have been him, I probably would have been just like him. Because
he ended up developing a drinking problem.
Yeah.
Right?
I had plenty of my share of being a bad teen myself. Yeah. Trust me, I'm not judging him. I ain't judging nobody at all.
Right. But I think that was the main thing.
Yeah.
I think it obviously hurt his performance.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Well, it just had him so distracted, man. He's just he's running in so many different directions.
But I think he was talented.
You want to do college? And
I'll move on to NCAA and
college
NBA,
basketball.
and you can go to.
I'll do some college football stuff, and then we may switch over to podcast, and we'll finish with the local stuff. Got a lot of news for that.
All right, basically, Final Four was yesterday. Everybody knows this. Kansas beat Villanova 81-65. Game was never close.
No.
Villanova did cut it to 6 one time, but I think Kansas went down right after they cut it to 6 and hit a 3. Brought it back to Nama. Baji, 21. He's good.
I like him. He's going to be.
I cannot pronounce his first name, but he's good.
He's going to be hard for.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard for North Carolina.
And McCormick, 25. They had 46 of their 81. They are going trying to win his second. I think they're the best team in it. But the game of the night was North Carolina over Duke, 81-77. Coach K's last game, won over 1,000, won 5 championships. For Duke, Blanchero. Have you ever watched him play? Freshman, he's good.
Yes, really good. Boy,
Yes.
he can light it up.
He had 20 points. Trevor Keels come off the bench and had 19. Wendell Moore had 10.
Kills, yep.
For North Carolina, Matt, Caleb Love, again, 28 points, 22 in the second half.
Yes, I seen that on the.
And he's playing with a lot of confidence.
He is. I'm excited for this game. It's going to be a good game.
Be a good one. R.J. Davis, 18. Brady Manick, 14. Listen to this. Armando Bacot, 11 points, 21 rebounds.
21 in one game.
Yeah, they scored 2 points off the bench. Leaky Black had the other 8.
That's
the best name in college basketball, Leaky Black.
I like that. I'm going to change my name.
Leaky McKinney.
Leaky Red.
Leaky Red.
You can be Leaky Yellow.
Leaky. Leaky Black. I don't know. That's a good one though. And but Matt, I just gotta be honest with you. Tomorrow night, 8:15 in New Orleans, I gotta pick Kansas. I mean, North Carolina, like we said earlier, or like I heard and I saw it last night, he don't fool with his bench. Those 5 starters play.
That's who they do.
That's who plays.
I like how they can play off the bench. And who was the guy that had all the points for Carolina? Had a few points.
I think it was that
Johnson. Yes.
Yeah.
But that's the secret to winning big games. I mean, just look at Alabama, how they beat Baylor and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You get points off the bench.
Yeah.
That's where the secrets lie. They lie right there.
But I think Kansas' bench is better, so I think
agree.
It's going. I just got to pick Kansas.
I agree. I'm gonna stick with my gun. I think I don't even know. I ain't looked at the bracket.
North Carolina's playing good. If they can stop Love, who went for 30 against Arkansas and now 28 against Duke last night.
Yeah, I'm ready to see this one. I will be at Sandrock softball tomorrow evening, and Dean will be at Cedar Bluff.
Then we'll be at the house.
Open that door.
Oh, hold on.
And Dean will be at.
I think it'll be a good one.
Joey Peanut section.
There we go. Yeah, I'm excited about it. I'll watch it. Of course, it starts at 11:30 tomorrow night. So.
Yeah, we'll definitely be up for that one.
8:15 it starts.
So you're gonna go to Cedar Bluff game tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go to Sandrock's girls softball. I gotta go see them. And then Tuesday, Spring Garden boys are at Sandrock.
Very good one.
And then I have Thursday to be at Cedar Bluff. I think Galesville girls travel to Cedar Bluff. Me and you may can go to that one. However, the weather.
I
think for
pretty bad.
Thursday, it's going to be a total wash.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
So I don't know if we'll get
to weed eat Friday.
He may
Thursday and Friday. Not be doing it Thursday.
You won't do it Thursday.
Friday.
And Friday, you better get you some rubber.
Some galoshes.
Yeah, get you some rubber boots because that's not going to be good at all. That's college basketball. I'm going to share some college football news now. Kind of interesting matchups on the schedule. If anybody's interested, y'all can take your notes. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to get your pens out and
correct it.
And go ahead and get your phones out there and type this in on your schedule. These are games that I'm interested in seeing.
Okay, this is college football.
Yes,
this year,
September the 3rd.
All right, we're going to kick some of these down.
Dean, Saturday, September 3rd. Cincinnati's at Arkansas.
Huh.
Why is that interesting?
Well, because we know Arkansas's on the move. And Cincinnati, obviously, he does a good job.
They did make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Interesting.
They didn't play terrible.
No.
They were outmatched.
You ain't going to beat Alabama. I mean, they couldn't. The only reason they lost, no, it won't get me started. I ain't going to do it. Notre Dame at Ohio State.
I like that matchup.
I'm interested to see how.
I like that. I think Ohio State will be good, too.
Notre Dame is recruited well in this offseason. I know those players ain't going to come right in and play. I do understand that.
Now, you said the players love this Marcus Freeman.
Yes. He's the players.
He's a player's coach.
Player's coach. They
won't play for him.
Yes. They kind of just said, hey, if you don't put him coach, we ain't playing.
That tells me he probably holds them accountable, but he's probably not in their face and too rough on them. Right?
Yes, I'd assume that. And Ohio State being who they are, quarterback.
Yeah, Stroud.
I'm interested.
And Jigba Smith.
To see how all that plays out.
And all those running backs.
So I think it'll be a good test for both teams.
Yeah, I think that'll be a great game. And that's September 3rd?
September the 3rd, yes.
Wow.
Mark this one down here. Georgia's going to open your Chick-fil-A kickoff game versus their ex-coach, the Oregon Ducks. Georgia and Oregon, September 3rd.
Wow, that's a big Saturday, isn't it?
It is. Now, Sunday, the 4th, there is going to be a Sunday college football game this year.
Obviously Labor Day weekend, right?
Sunday, September the 4th, your Coach Kelly's new LSU Tigers will be traveling down to the Seminoles of Florida State at Tallahassee.
LSU and FSU. I do think this is the last year for that coach, unless he has a good year.
Well, you lost to JSU.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm not knocking him. I don't know what's going on down there, but I think they will let him go if he doesn't have a good year.
I agree.
So that's 4 big games that first week, right?
Yes.
That's the first week.
All right, now Monday, here's another one. Monday, September the 5th.
Yeah.
This is probably not going to be a great game, but it's Clemson at Georgia Tech. It's
maybe.
It's a conference game, okay?
Yeah.
And 2, I'm interested in seeing how Ugalele comes back and responds from having a terrible,
right? Did a little better towards the end.
Terrible season.
Better as a team.
Terrible season. I'm just curious to see how that works out. And I'm speaking on the behalf of Georgia Tech, the tailback that came from Georgia Tech to Alabama. Saban speaks highly.
Gibbs, is that his name?
Yes.
Or is it Gibbs?
Saban has spoken highly of him at this first scrimmage. They had their first scrimmage the other day. He's excited. So if Saban says, if he don't like you, he's kind of like me. If he ain't got something good to say, I wouldn't say it.
I think he's going to be their feature back.
Yeah, the way he was talking, the way they've been practicing, I'll go along with that. Now,
700 yards. I mean,
So I look forward to seeing how he kind of pans out.
Yeah,
I am. Now, some of the winners from the portal, USC, South Carolina, we've talked about, Spencer Rattler and stuff. Texas got a lot of good recruits. Ole Miss, and I told you Arizona, we were both surprised by that.
Yeah, Arizona.
And Nebraska has had some good transfers come in. Now, there were some losers in this portal that's not fared very well. Arizona State has not.
Right.
Oklahoma has not. I don't know if it's the new coaches, if they kind of rubbing people the wrong way. I'm not sure what it is.
He's tough. He
is. Venables is
a He's probably not a.
He's a defensive guy.
He's probably not much of a player's coach.
And he didn't he work for Stoops out there?
Yes.
So
he was a defensive coordinator. Well, him and Stoops' brother.
The ones at Kentucky.
The other one. There's all.
That's right.
There's all kinds of Stoops.
There's 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah.
So. They didn't turn out real good. In Auburn, in the transfer portal, just has not done well. They had it. I got some news about their scrimmage here in just a second, too. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Auburn's going to be in a tough pickle this year.
I saw a meme the other day that said Auburn goes out in second round to NCAA. Blame is put on Harrison. So apparently they're being pretty rough. Somebody's being rough on him down there. So he's got a
football program.
He's gone through a lot in the last year. Not to mention what he went through during the season and being up in those ball games and then losing them at the, Alabama beat him in the last minute. Yeah. Led the whole game.
Drove down the field and scored.
Who else was up 3 touchdowns on old Mississippi State? He went through a lot of stuff. He's gone through a lot.
Speaking of Auburn, they had their first scrimmage game on each other last Friday. Finley was at QB for the Tigers. I guess he's going to be the guy, the way it seems, by what they're looking at. He took the first team snaps.
No, Calzada didn't?
No, he took most of the first team snaps. And from these reports I'm getting from like Tiger droppings and those kind of things.
Tiger droppings.
That's supposedly be what it is. They had a little fight break out at the goal line. Mm-hmm. They stuffed Tank at the goal line. And then they got in kind of a pushing fight, which I think if you're not fighting at football practice, you probably need to need a self check.
You don't need to fight all the practice.
No, not every day.
But break it up six up fights of practice.
One day a week, there should be a throwdown. Something. Somebody ought to be mad if we're not performing right. Somebody needs to be holding other players accountable. That's what I'm saying. Right. So I like their nastiness. Maybe Coach Harsin can get them back on track. Alabama had their first practice this Friday. Milroe at quarterback, really happy about him, and Gibbs, the tailback. Saban's really excited about him, thinks that he's going to play well. Defense, I don't think it's going to be very hard to score on Alabama this year.
I think they'll be good all the way around. They're my number one, and that's not being a homer. That's just reality.
If he's not saying much, then
I didn't say what that said.
If he ain't saying much, then they're probably going to be good. You know how he is.
I don't see how they couldn't be. Look at all these running backs they've got.
You know how he is. If he don't say much,
yeah,
he just won't say nothing. If they don't think they're just, I think he's going to have it in good. And Georgia Bulldogs guys, Beck and Vandegrift both has taken snaps for the first team. Of course, Stetson Bennett said he is being there and he is quote unquote being coached to be more of a leader on this team.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to fight for his first place spot. And he's definitely not going to go out without a fight. So
I don't, but
I don't think
people are different.
Good. I don't think
That's
he's great at all.
People different.
I thought Vandegrift
he was going out on top.
I thought Vandegrift was better. In watching in the spring.
Were you not? I mean, did you not think that Bennett had gone out on top? He had an opportunity to go out on top, and he still may, but it's going to be tough.
I just don't think he's that good. I'm sorry.
Right. He struggles a little bit, and he didn't in that.
He hit the big plays in the title game when he had to.
Did.
Other than that, I'm good with where we're at. The QB watch list. These are the non-obvious quarterbacks.
Right.
If you guys, go ahead and get your pen and paper, write these names down. Remember, I told you.
Yeah, I like this. This is pretty interesting.
Young, Stroud, Williams, Rattler. No,
we know they're great. Yeah,
those are going to be Heisman finalists. We would assume. Now Hartman at Wake Forest, he's a RPO style guy. He plays at a high level.
They score. They can score.
Listen now. Now he leads the FBS Dean in the record of having 20 deep ball touchdowns.
Really?
Okay, so
wow.
He rated 92 for the season.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Right,
they had a great team.
Yeah, Wake was good.
Great offense.
We picked them in some games that to win some games. So that's Hartman at Wake Forest. Now McCall at Coastal Carolina. We do know about him. He was a 93 passer rating. Now he set the FBS record for 30 deep ball
touchdowns.
Yes, he had 30 deep balls.
Or just not for touchdown, just 30. He completed 30 deep balls.
Yes.
Oh wow, that's pretty. That's 3 a game.
Well, I've watched him play McCall. This is at Coastal Carolina. I think he's very talented. I don't know if he could possibly be a middle first round guy for the draft.
Yeah. McCall, they've got a good team.
I like Coastal them. I want to see how they come out and play too. Dylan Gabriel at Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure how that's going to be. You got Lebby's the new offensive coordinator to come from Ole Miss. Mm-hmm. We're going to see how he's going to put him in the style.
Where did Gabriel play out before?
I don't know.
I don't either. Gabriel.
He was he has great downfield touch considered by 24/7 Sports. He graded 90 as a freshman. And Slavis, we was talking about him before the show.
Yeah, from USC.
He's going to come in and take Kenny Pickett's spot at Pitt. He is from USC.
And they like to throw it around.
And they do. Now, this won't be the air raid offense that he's played at USC.
Right.
However, in 2021, he was the Biletnikoff winner. He's going to be throwing to the guy, wide receiver, the Addison kid.
Yes, he won that Jordan Addison. Yeah, he's good. I didn't know if he would be back.
So you got him, and you got the Mumford kid that's coming from Akron that also led their division in receiving.
So that's his 2 receivers.
Yes.
Wow.
So be on the look for Pitt to make a good run for the ACC. They may. Well,
that was pretty good last year.
I thought so too.
Now,
they could challenge Clemson again. Oh yeah.
Good. I didn't think they were a bad team. They wasn't quite to Clemson's level, but they wasn't bad.
They ain't recruited.
Right.
That's always the problem.
Wake Forest. Well, not like kids want to go to Pittsburgh to play college ball.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Tony Dorsett and them guys played there, but he was from there. That's different. Football used to be great in Pennsylvania. I don't know how it is now.
Youth league stuff. They have some big time.
It used to be.
They have big time youth league stuff. They do.
And I think on that list we read, at one time now, it was the 6th best state for football talent. Ahead of Alabama and Mississippi and Louisiana, which I don't know if it is anymore. I doubt it.
I would say, I bet they're still top 7 or 8. They always have good Pee Wee. I watched that Pee Wee stuff on Netflix.
Yeah.
I mean, up north, Ohio, Texas,
and
California, Texas, so big. That's always good. Also, let's see. I got 1, 2, 3 more guys here. Well, 2 more. And then I got an NFL guy. Keep your eye on him. I'm interested to see where he kind of goes. The Van Dyke kid from Miami,
Yeah, I mean,
he's a baseball star, 6'4", 224.
Big.
Keep your eyes out for the Hurricanes. Maybe they get something going, and we'll see how it works out. Now, here's the most interesting, controversial. I'm just going to say this, and I'm not going to expand upon this topic because I really just don't care. It's like the other topic we talked about.
Yeah.
The team at Michigan, a quarterback, Kaepernick, they appointed him to be a captain there for the team for some reason. I have no idea.
Who?
Colin Kaepernick.
Who appointed him?
Harbaugh.
Well, I guess because he coached him in San Fran, right?
I don't know what it has to do with. Maybe he's just trying to help the kid out, and good Lord knows he needs all the help and prayers he can get, and I hope he does.
Yeah.
So, McCarthy at Michigan. Now, he wouldn't, your guy, but he could start. A lot of the guys up there, this 24/7, the guys that keep up with football up there, they feel like that the McNamara kid.
Yeah, their quarterback last year.
Yeah, they're really pushing this McCarthy guy. They really think
over McNamara.
It may happen.
Wow. I mean, McNamara led them to a semifinal.
Yeah. I don't know how that could. That's just word on the street.
Wow.
So that's some quarterbacks, guys, to be looking out for. Like I said, Hartman at Wake Forest, McCall at Coastal, Dylan Gabriel at Oklahoma.
I think Gabriel came from Central Florida.
Okay.
I think.
Now he's going to be working with Labey, the new OC there at Oklahoma, and then Slavis at Pitt and Van Dyke at Miami. And then McCarthy, keep eye on him at Michigan. He may wind up winning the spot. It seems like he's winning. He's playing really good at spring right now.
Next is going to be Oregon's quarterback for sure, right?
Yes.
Williams, that's a done deal.
Yeah, he ain't coming out there not to play.
Young's a done deal.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Stroud and
Williams.
Young.
Never mind. Stroud and Young have their spot.
And Rattler at South Carolina. I'm in. Actually, dark horse team. If you want to have a dark horse.
South Carolina. I think they're going to be pretty good.
If you have some people out there in TV land, guys, again.
That's going to be your sleeper, SEC sleeper.
Yep, if that's what you like. South Carolina's your sleeper.
Yeah, I agree.
Now, here's a name
go with
that I like to see. I want to see where he goes. Malik Willis.
Yeah, I'd like to see that.
Liberty.
Pretty much go to Falcons.
Falcons. I've got his short list. Some people think. I just don't mean nothing. The Texans and the Panthers are interested. I'm curious we've already talked about Bennett, how he's going to respond, and the Beck kid that's from Jacksonville, Florida. We'll just kind of see how he plays out up there for the Bulldogs, the national champion Bulldogs.
Yeah.
And can they repeat or get it back going together again? It's very hard.
They'll probably still be pretty good. I don't see them repeat. They lost too much. Those backs they got some receivers back. I mean, they'll not be bad. I wouldn't think they would be bad at all.
Yeah.
But I don't see them
we got
winning it.
I'm going to do some schedule stuff maybe later on. We'll start doing because basketball is going to be over pretty soon.
Yeah.
So it's April.
I know.
And people were talking about scheduling already. I'm like, dude, it's April, May, June, July, August, September. It's 5 months until football. So we got 5 times 4 is 20. We got at least 18 shows. We'll miss a week here or there through the summer, some at 2 weeks or so.
We usually don't come on the 4th, do we?
No, and it's on it's on a Monday this week.
Yeah. Oh,
so we'll probably won't be on the 3rd. The 2nd, though. Oh, yes. Cedar Bluff people in the county here, if you listen in Cherokee County, Liberty Day car show and stuff is going to be on this year. I've had word from my close to tell me that July 2nd, which is the first Saturday of July.
Liberty Day's back.
Car show's going to be there. Vendors, food, candy, that kind of stuff. So come on, come on. Just going to be like it always usually is.
I always liked it.
I do too. Go up there and get some barbecue at the fire department. Walk around and look at the cars.
Just walk around. I mean,
Yeah. Bob Davis started this when I was a junior, I think, in high school.
I'm wanting to say 93, 94.
Yes, I was 10th going to 11th, or one of the two. I was driving. Bob pulled a grill out there to the park. I'll give you this quick story of Cherokee County people. Will enjoy this. Now, you YouTubers in St. Paul,
Minnesota, y'all won't.
Yes, and in China, some of the guys will tell you a story. Our mayor would just bring out a grill, pulled out there at the park, and him and some of his buddies, and they all had cars. And my stepdad worked on Bob's car. We changed it over to disc brakes from drums. And they just pull the car out there and just really just old guys just shooting a breeze, and they fix hot dogs for the kids to come around.
Right.
And it just kind of took off from there, and we've done it every year, well, except for COVID and some things. And, you know, but other than that.
They quit having it, 2 or 3 years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
always liked it.
COVID got it 1 year or something, and then.
They just didn't do it 1 year. Right?
We couldn't get the problem with the vendors.
Mm.
There were some vendor things. I don't know what it was. So
yeah, always.
Anyway, July 2nd, Cedar Bluff Park will be Liberty Day. And talking about our local stuff, I'll start out with
all right.
Cedar Bluff girls.
Yeah, man, won 5 games.
Coach Crane has done and Miss Mandy and of course Katie, and they all do a good job. So we want to make sure we give them all credit. The girls have a double shutout to win the Glencoe Classic.
Wow.
Gadsden City 13-0. Boaz beat them 7-0.
That's 20.
That was the picture that I shared online. Cedar Bluff girls also have a win over Ohatchee 5-2. Patterson got the W. Walker, Beatty, Payne, Kyle, and Harley all hit the ball very well. They had a win 8-0 over Welborn. Beatty threw a no-hitter, 6 runs in the second inning to turn it on. Patterson, Beatty, Haney, Nelson, Walker all doubled. And the boys didn't play any games. Coach Nelson had his second child. Right. And God bless Coach Nelson. We're praying for you. Hope everything's wonderful. And another little Nelson in the world, another baseball slugger, and I'm sure Granddad is just
I haven't talked to him.
Excited. I'm sure
I'll see him tomorrow.
We'll see them tomorrow.
He goes to all the games.
And
usually. So
the boys will be playing, I think it's Sylvania. It'll be an area game. It's an important game for the Tigers. They're coming off of and played a tough back and forth with Coastal Christian back a little time back. So good luck to them. Hope they're going to get all that took care of. Now, the Center girls, I think they'll be at Southside tomorrow.
Are they still doing okay?
Yeah. They won against Oakland 4-0. Emma threw a shutout. Hill allowed 0 runs, and Coley led the team. She went 2 for 3, and they beat Hartsville 5-7, lost to Hartsville 5-7, and lost to Springville 1-5. They play at Southside, as I said, tomorrow. I was told by field reporters that the Hartsville game, Hartsville, they're tough.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
They're another level, huh?
But Springville game, the girls got down maybe a little early and got a little negative there in the dugout, and they couldn't kind of bounce back out of it. So, hey, girls, y'all keep digging away and fighting. The season is just now getting started, so
you can't get negative.
No, you girls, Cherokee County, been in the dugout with them twice over there. High energy. I like going over there and hanging out with them.
Yeah, they look like they have a great time at Cedar Bluff. The one.
Yes, they went. Yeah, it's the same way. The girls have a good time. I like softball.
Yeah. A lot of people. It's catching on.
It's chatty. The field's smaller. The ball move. I mean, it's just it moves quick. And talking about Center, I told you I went over there the other day. They played Piedmont, went up losing 12-1 to Piedmont. Hayden started out. Wheeler, he started out pitching the game. Then Garrett, a young kid that comes in, he's just a freshman. And Walker Pruitt, old WP.
Yeah.
He finished the game for him. Yeah. It's you don't say it don't mean nothing. You can't do that because it does mean something because you practiced all week.
Yeah.
It does mean something. And two, it's a rival game because they definitely do care about the football game.
Oh, yeah.
Center and Piedmont are going battle. Yeah. I mean, that was Coach Smith's alma mater. He was, there, and then he's a coach at Piedmont. And,
right, close. What are they, 15 miles apart?
Yes, it's a close game. Yeah. And Coach Kelly and them has done on Coach Henderson, Coach Decker, and Brad. They've done a good job with the football this past year or two. They're really starting to he's getting his footprint really starting to push down over there.
Right.
You can really see a change coming, so I'm excited for football.
Yeah, I'm excited about high school football.
I think they'll be at I think they're really just going to start White Plains tomorrow, Center boys. So good luck to them on your travels tomorrow. Sandrock girls, looked like St. Clair, Lacey, and Barnett had a 4-3 win over Pelham. Forrest pitched and got the win, and they did lose to Piedmont 3-2. St. Clair, Caitlin that is, had 5 hits versus 5.
Wow.
10-4, and also had a home run. Now, like I said, they played at White Plains Saturday at the Oxford Lake kind of tournament place. They went up scoring 3 runs in the third against 5. Foster, King, and Hood all were very good. Foster got the W from the Circle. I think they play. I think they have
Which
Piedmont.
one's the girl that's got 700 strikeouts? Is that Foster?
Yeah. I think they have Piedmont tomorrow. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong.
Every time they get beat, it's only like by a run or something.
Yeah.
Them and Spring Garden. It just seems like.
Speaking of Spring Garden, they'll host. That'll be a good game.
Mm-hmm.
Sand Rock Girls will host Spring Garden the 12th. So you can write that on your calendars.
Tuesday.
Yes, write that down. Now, Sand Rock boys, Abernathy, Denny, and Prater all had some big-time respect there for them through the game to play Westbrook. Westbrook's a fighting team over there.
They're good.
They scored 5 runs in the third on Westbrook. Yoder got the win from the mound.
Wow, they beat Westbrook.
They just led. He led hits.
Good.
Had no errors again.
Yeah.
And he also led the team in hits. So hats off to Yoder over there. I like talking to him dugout. He's a real fiery kid. He loves the game.
Mm-hmm.
There's just kids that play, and you can tell, he really loves. Not that the other ones don't.
Right.
But I talked to him some, and he's fun to talk to. He really has a passion for the game. Tucker and Gifford also played very well for the Sand Rock Wildcat boys. Spring Garden girls, they had a loss to Brantley. They played I think they're going away to play Appalachian tomorrow. Mm-hmm. They had played in the tournaments, what they've been doing. Mm-hmm. And the boys also played in some tournaments. Me and the wife went to Oxford the other day, just go there in the mall and look around and get some dinner.
Right.
And I run into the boys and Miss Ann, and she had the boys, Jacob and John, with her.
Oh, okay.
And then Mr. Pope, seen him and the boys.
They were down there playing ball.
Yes, they were playing baseball. They played Central, lost 8-3. They played Chocolate. That was Thursday. And then they had a loss versus Ramburn. They felt like they should have won the Ramburn game, lost 1-3. Had some errors on the infield.
They don't make many errors.
No, hardly ever. Strong pitching by both teams come out for the Spring Garden Welborn game. Welch started on the mound for them, had 18 outs. Bass drove in the runs in the second, and Haney, Bass, Floyd all hit the ball very well. The second game, they lost 5-6 at Oxford. Mm-hmm. I think they'll be at Oxford tomorrow. Now, Gelsville boys, Coach Kyle, I think they were at Asbury Friday, and they'll be tomorrow. I think they got Faith Christian tomorrow.
Now, I know that they beat Asbury. I know the last time they played, they split.
Yes. Field reporter told me JJ pitched some, and Kurt's boy, he went up, finished the game out for them. Said they did okay. Field reporter says that Gilsville had several errors on the infield. They lost 12-6 and 14-2. Now for the girls softball team, they are trying to get it together right here. Sierra and Emma Gibbons both batting over 500, having real good years. They lost a close one to Ramburn. Said they had the game won, lost right there at the end, 8-7. I hate that for them. They really work hard. And at Valley Head Tuesday, and then Thursday, I think they'll be at Cedar Bluff is the rain day. So
Well, I heard Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. All 3 could be rain.
It's going to be some.
I don't know.
Big storms.
It changes.
Now they did play at Jacksonville by our other field reporter. I got 2 field reporters.
Yeah, we got all kinds. We got more field reporters than the military news.
This is by our close friend field reporter that you may know. We'll keep his name silent, but you know who he is.
Oh yeah.
They played at Jacksonville. Said that they lost to Raglan 3-6, so they really felt good about the game. Same thing. He said we started out pitching good and we changed pitching, and we just can't hang on. Now, of course, they lost Spring Garden and they lost Randolph County. He said Randolph County game, he said just got away from the girls, had gotten defeated and just felt, it got in their head.
And this has something to do with Gillsville, but Coach Dodd, Shane Dodd, our buddy, his son plays travel ball with a team called the Mudcats.
Yes, I've heard of them.
And they win a lot.
Yeah.
Well, they must be pretty good because his mama put on this weekend. Didn't play great this weekend, but we won the tournament anyway. So, they just win it every weekend. Yeah. It seems like they win it. And I know that, I don't know the other kids on the team, but I know Hayden is in the 3rd or 4th grade and he's on it. So, future's looking pretty bright for Gillsville, in my opinion.
Yeah, this younger group, and I know if you look at the record, their record don't really speak for the team, really. Right. And I'm not just trying to take up for them because they're in our county.
Right.
And usually trying to get better time in to play better opponents makes you better.
Right.
And when you have a bad record, I'm not taking up for them again,
Mm-hmm.
but if you have a bad record, other teams, like sometimes bigger teams, may not want to play you because they think, well, that'll just be an easy win for us.
Right.
We don't want to play them. They want to play teams that they can see good pitching. So it kind of puts them in a conundrum.
Right.
And it puts Kyle in a bad spot. You got Coach Crane helping, you got Shane helping, and their minds.
They're going to have about everybody back.
Their minds are great. I mean, we're talking about Coach Crane and Shane.
Yeah.
I mean, I played Shane's great. He could have played. I mean,
Definitely.
that's just my opinion. I'm a little biased. I love Shane. And Coach Crane.
Mm-hmm.
But to your point, they are young.
Mm-hmm. They're
very young. So they're going to bring all these guys back next year, except for
a couple.
Jacob Gordon
and Michael Reynolds.
And Michael.
There may be more, but that's only two I know.
But the ones that probably play the most are all going to come back.
Mm-hmm.
So kudos to Coach Garman there and trying to get things together.
I think they're building something.
Y'all just hang on and be patient.
Yeah.
So that's everything, Dean. Well, I went through NFL and what you've got some more stuff for us.
Just briefly, and we won't get deep
we're going
into
to do
this.
some NFL. I mean NBA.
NBA. This is just the standings, Matt. In the East, Miami Heat's in first, Boston Celtics second, Milwaukee third, Philadelphia fourth, Toronto Raptors fifth, Chicago Bulls sixth. Jordan is back. 7.
Go 2-3. Let's get it. Go.
7, Cleveland Cavs, and 8 is the Atlanta Hawks. Now, if they started tomorrow, the Hawks would have to play the Heat, Celtics, the Cavs, Bucks, the Chicago Bulls, and the 76ers and Raptors, which now, every series now 7 games.
Yeah.
It's best out of 7. All right, on the West, with a 62-15 record, the Phoenix Suns. That's good.
They were good last year.
Yeah, well, they played for it.
Yeah.
Bucks beat them.
Yeah.
Memphis Grizzlies second, Warriors third, Golden State, Dallas Mavericks, Denver Nuggets, Utah Jazz, Minnesota Timberwolves, and the Los Angeles Clippers. Now, the only reason I'm mentioning this is because, you go on ESPN, and again, all they talk about is LeBron.
Well, it's just the way it is.
And
they're not even going to make
They're not even close to making it.
No. I knew this was going to happen. I know podcast fixing to cut off, guys. We appreciate y'all, and we love you guys. Applecast, Spotify, I know it's fixing to cut off. I knew when they put this team together, they put together a bunch of old dudes, man. What do you think was going to happen?
I know. And then I don't agree with them criticizing them. They putting it all off on Westbrook.
They're all old, man. What do you expect's going to happen? I knew when they started bringing all these old cats.
Yeah.
It's not going to work.
No.
It looks good on paper, but it ain't going to work.
Well, Matt, as of right now, if it ended today, I think everybody would agree that they think that the Boston Celtics and the Phoenix Suns are going to meet in the championship.
There you go. See it right there. Look over everybody. Sano green hat. Show them.
Boston Celtics playing better than anybody in the NBA right now, they say.
Yes.
Started out terrible. Wasn't doing good. And they just took off.
I wish Kyrie could have
stayed there.
Yeah, man, dang it. I thought we were going to have
he only plays half the time.
I know. I don't know. I'm going to get me started about that. Thank you, guys. Applecast, we're out of here. We love you guys. We'll catch y'all next week. I'll be at Sand Rock tomorrow, and Dean will be at the Bluff. God bless.
The Bluff. The Bluffer.
Okay.
As our old paper. You remember that? The Bluffer.
I do remember that, yeah. Wendy Walker and who was that other girl? There's always the smart kids. It wasn't me.
I remember when they put stuff in there like so-and-so was seen talking to so-and-so at the skating rink. Right there.
That was funny. That was good stuff. Wendy and what was that? The girl that lived over, she lived down Turkey Drive. She rode my bus. She had long hair. He was only here for a year or two, maybe 2 years.
Gorski? Monica?
No, she didn't live at Turkey Drive.
Oh, she lived up in Alpine Shore.
Yes. Anyway. All right, sorry about that.
Yeah. That's one of the Cedar Bluff communities.
Yeah. We
got suburbs.
We had a paper that we would get there, and we would have the Super Donuts at breakfast were probably one of my favorite foods. Mm-hmm. Man, I'm talking about good.
Really?
You never ate Super Donut?
I never did get there. See, I just had to walk over. I'd leave the house about 7:45 and wouldn't even be late.
Yeah, in case you don't know, people across the world, and by the way, if you like what you've been watching, and we're getting into some hometown stuff now, Homer stuff, hit the subscribe button, guys. We're on every Sunday night.
Mm-hmm.
And tell a friend, man. Try to spread the word. We're trying to get some coverage for our show and for our great county coaches and athletes. But Dean lived next door to school. His mom or dad was the principal one time or the other. And then, so, and they were teachers there. And so he's just right next door. So, but
I just had to be from my living room to Miss Bruce's room was probably less than 100 yards.
Let's see, Miss Bruce to your house. Yes.
Maybe 100.
And your mom's room was about 50, 40.
Yeah.
So
I could actually leave for school at 7:45, which no kid on earth can do that, and not be late.
But the Super Donut is high quality.
Really?
Now, you do remember the square pizzas?
Oh yes, I remember the square pizza.
Now, if anybody that remembers this,
and we also got break, which kids don't do much. They
people
don't where I work.
Across the nation, who all tell us in some comments there who all had square pizza?
Oh yeah, I loved it. I think everybody.
I did. I got 2 at a time.
2 pieces. Yeah.
That's where you put ranch on pizza. I know. Yeah. Don't scoff, kids.
That's where that comes.
What do you mean you didn't put ranch on? We didn't have ranch. I don't even remember having ranch.
We didn't. I think Thousand Island. We could have put Thousand Island or we had to put blue cheese on there.
There was French, blue cheese, and Thousand Island.
That was it.
Honestly, do you remember having ranch?
And what people, Matt, you can back me up on this. All these great places to eat, it wasn't here.
No.
Pizza Hut was as good a place to eat as anywhere when I was growing up.
Yeah, we didn't have Pizza Hut. We had
Pizza Hut and Mater's.
She had Shosey's Pizza. Oh, yeah, you talking about going out of town.
Going out of town.
Yeah, he's talking about going to Gadsden.
1, 2.
Here, there was the Dairy King.
Yeah.
Shosey's Pizza up there on Broad Street.
House.
And
it was closed.
Miss Arnold's place over here, Hank's, the Pizza Etc.
And it was good.
Absolutely. Yeah. That Stromboli.
Had the big D.
And Miss Arnold did over there, the Stromboli.
Yeah. And he did have the Huddle House.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm talking about going to Gadsden and Rome. There wasn't no choices out back. Rome had a little more than Gadsden, I think.
We went to Ryan's.
You had Ryan's, Quincy's, and Gadsden, I think, or Fort Payne.
Shawnee's. I remember going to Shawnee's. Yeah. Or Denny's, maybe.
Sizzling and
Fort Payne.
Yeah.
That's about it.
That's about it. I mean.
Y'all think we're joking, man.
No, people order Pizza Hut and think, we got to have Pizza Hut tonight. Back then, it was a big deal to go to Pizza Hut.
Oh, yeah. You got dressed like you went out to eat. And you sat down and fixed you a salad and, and then eat. Yeah. You went to the bar. They had it laid out.
Yeah.
I'm going to get out here.
Change.
Let's go watch WrestleMania.
All right, man. Let's do it.
Well, guys, we have completed another fantastic show. We couldn't do it without you guys. We appreciate it. And we couldn't do it also without our sponsors. Let's throw them right here. The Smorgasbord Restaurant. Go over and see Brad and Brasha.
Still doing good.
Yes, Marcus said they was crazy yesterday. Steaks, shrimp. Go over and get all your fixings. Pastas, lasagnas, fried ravioli. And the cakes. The cakes are outstanding.
Fried ravioli.
Warrior Gym. Thank you guys, too. We always appreciate y'all for sponsoring us. And I was over there this morning doing a little workout. And had a good time. So let's cut back to it, Dean. Let's get out of here.
All right, bro. Y'all have a good week.
Keep your heads clear and your hearts full of God as always.
All right. Go Kansas, I guess.
Yeah, might as well.
Tomorrow night, 8:15, Kansas, North Carolina.